Okay, so this is a true story. This just happened this weekend, and it's too long to put on like a feed of Facebook or whatever. So just have to tell it this way. So Friday, it's Sunday now, and I'm recollecting all my thoughts from the weekend. Friday, I had a show. I do stand-up comedy, whatever. I'm not good at it. And I did a set and it was terrible and like it was a total black crowd and it just got like racist and people didn't like what was going on. So I it was just a terrible show. So my mindset after the terrible show was I'm gonna get as drunk as I possibly can to forget about that. And thankfully I had two people with me, Garrett and Wes, who are just great friends of mine that picked me up and they took me out and got me fucking wasted. It was disgusting. So we went to this bar down the street and we're just pounding fucking beers like IPA 12% weird fucking like every beer has a fucking animal's name in it or it has like a street name in it some you know what I mean like those fucking hipster weird fucking beers. So we're drinking these fucking retarded beers. We're acting like we're hipsters, but we're not. And so these girls that were talking to us, first of all, we had this fucking weird conversation with this Asian girl, and it was disgusting. And I like tried to get her away from me the whole entire night. Like I was saying, like she was like grinding me almost, like up against me, fucking like nudging me and shit. And I'm like, like I literally to her face said, "Get the fuck away from me," and she was just like, "Oh, you're so funny." And like, no, I'm not trying to be funny. I want you to get the fuck away from me. So go, leave. And she fucking left for a minute and then she came back. Like, how fucking dumb are you that you see a guy that you're trying to hit on and he wants nothing to do with you and you're still encroaching on his territory? You're still like up in his face. It was awful. Like I was being fucking racist against Asians. I was being disgustingly forward with how much I did not want this girl to be near me. And she just ate it up like I was the fucking funniest guy on the planet. Like I was the cutest guy ever. Like it didn't matter what I said. She wanted my penis inside of her. Which just explains, like, for you girls who are like, why are guys dickheads? Yes, because there's people like this girl who exist. Ugh. 9 out of 10 times that's that same girl, and you're like, I'm just gonna treat everybody like this. I'm just gonna fucking be an asshole to everybody because you're just dumb. I don't. Ugh, awful. So, anyways, so these other girls overhear this happening, and they're talking with my buddy Wes, and they're like fucking totally on it. Love Wes, want to suck his dick off. So we have a fucking good time. We talk about the funny Asian weird girl. We just laugh and laugh and laugh all night long. And then when the night comes to a close, I'm like, hey, like, Wes wants to bang you. Like, why don't you come back to our place, which is my place, and, you can bang Wes. And I told Wes on the side, I was like, dude, you can have my room. You can, go bang it out, enjoy your fucking life. I'll sit in the fucking living room. I don't care. I'm not into that. That's not my motivation here. My motivation is to get you laid. So they end up coming back. These two girls end up coming back, and it's me and Wes and these two girls. And Wes gets back to my place, and he's totally fucking fluid, in there. He's got his mindsets good, and he just all of a sudden, after not drinking beer for like a half an hour even you'd think he'd be maybe sober or something like that. No, he just lost his shit. He like literally somebody removed his fucking spine and he fucking was just like he couldn't walk straight. He was hitting the wall. He was just like fucking shouldering everything in my apartment. So then this is on his way to the bathroom. He went to the bathroom and so like I'm sitting there with these two girls and I don't want to talk to them. I'm not fascinated with conversation like that. But I'm trying to keep them entertained while they're sitting in my house waiting to bang the guy who just went to the bathroom, who just stumbled to the fucking bathroom. And it was over a half an hour or so, and Wes is in my bathroom, and I'm like, they're looking at me like, what's going on with your friend? What's he doing? And I was like, there's not even a justification. Like I could say, oh, he's taking a shit, and it's just a really long half hour shit. Like, no, that's impossible. Everybody knew it, but nobody wanted to say it. He was passed out drunk in my bathroom. So I go and knock on the door. Over a half an hour, I go and knock on the door like 3 different times. And I'm like, Wes, get out of the bathroom. You're embarrassing me in front of my new friends. You're trying to bang this girl. And you're just making a piss poor show of your fucking self right now. So he fucking, every time that I go to the bathroom and knock on the door, because he locked the door, every time I knock on the door, all I hear from him is, nah, nah. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. You need to get out of the bathroom. You need to, like, lay down on the bed if you need to. Get out of my fucking bathroom. Because the biggest fucking problem here is that I have to pee at this time. Like, I let it fucking ride for like a half an hour, contemplating peeing in my fucking kitchen sink because I had to pee so bad. But it got to the point where I was like, oh my God, I have to pee. You need to get the fuck out of the bathroom so I can go pee in my bathroom. And everybody, like, what I did was I unlocked the door, and I kind of bum rushed the fucking door to get it open. And he's just laying down on the ground, hugging the fucking toilet. And everybody, the two girls and everybody that I've told this story to are like, oh my God, you're such a, like, I picked him up and I put him in bed and I took care of him. And everyone's like, oh my God, you're such a good friend. And I'm like, if you really knew the real justification behind that, if you really knew the motive behind that, it's just because I had to pee. Like, if I didn't have to pee and I could have held it forever, he could have fucking lived in my bathroom hugging the toilet for the rest of his life. Like, I just had to pee. But I'll take the credit for being a great friend. I'll take that credit. That's fine. So I pick him up, fireman fucking over my shoulder, carry him to my bed, and I put him in the bed, and he's just fucking laying there limp. Like I said, somebody removed his fucking spine. He's laying half off the bed, half on the bed. Whatever, just wasted. So I go and pee. And peeing, for me, if you're a guy, you know this, peeing doesn't take much longer than fucking a minute. So I go in there for maybe a minute, pee, wash my hands, which is a complete lie. I totally did not wash my hands. Nobody fucking washes their hands unless someone's looking at them. You just don't do it. So I walk out of the bathroom, and Wes had fucking rolled over off of my bed onto the floor, and all I see is Wes laying in the path that I need to go to get to my living room, and the two girls are behind him laughing hysterically, like almost like grabbing their crotches like they're gonna fucking pee, laughing hysterically. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like, I just put you into bed. How the fuck are you on the floor? I was only gone for 30 fucking seconds. And he's fucking, the girls, I'm like, what happened? And both of the girls are like, he's puking. I was like, no, you're lying. And I look over, and this motherfucker is on my floor, puking every ounce of fucking being that's within him, just puking it all onto my floor. So I ask him, I'm like, hey dude, are you okay? And his response is a burp and then more fucking puke, which he's laying on my floor, so it's just him puking onto his own face basically, and his shirt and all of it, just puking everywhere on him. So, like, this wasn't even it wasn't even a job for paper towels. I had to get a full-fledged, like, fucking huge bath towel to clean this nasty, like, kiddie pool of fucking puke that this kid just fucking vomited on my floor. So I had to fucking, I'm mopping it up basically, and he's still it's just like a continuous, he's puking while I'm cleaning it up. I'm trying not to get puke on me. I ended up getting puke on me, which is the most disgusting thing on this planet, to get anybody else's puke on you. I'll puke on myself all fucking day long. But this kid, or anybody else, I can't deal with getting puke on me that's not mine. So I have to, like, it's to the point where I have to put the towel underneath his face to clean up what's just puke all over his face. And the problem was that he had tacos earlier in the night, which he divulged to me this morning. He had tacos earlier in the night. So what he puked up, it was literally like a fucking burrito margarita. That's the best way I can describe it. Just let that soak in for a second. It was fucking awful. And the worst part about all of this is that I have dogs. I have 3 fucking dogs. And every one of my dogs, I'm cleaning up puke while I'm trying to get him in the bed, taking his shirt off to go put it in the fucking washing machine to clean it so he doesn't have to have a puke shirt for the next day, taking his shirt off, cleaning it up, and my dogs are all crowded around like it's a fucking Scooby snack, fucking trying to eat his puke margarita. And I'm like fending off dogs. Like, just imagine the situation. I'm fending off dogs. I'm cleaning up puke. I'm like, get in the bed. And he's like, man. I'm like, get out. Go in the bed. Get out of there. Don't stop eating that. Stop eating. No, don't eat that. That's not. Oh, and I'm just like scrubbing everything. It was the worst thing ever. And yeah. So then he woke up the next morning. He said he had a good time. He was like, oh, I don't remember any of that. I had a really good time. And I'm like, yeah, I had a good time until I had to clean up your fucking puke. Like, everybody has a good time when they puke all over themselves and they don't have to clean it up. You don't feel bad for the guy that had to fucking rectify this situation and make it, a livable fucking place. And all the while, these two girls, never met them in my life. And fucking Wes is trying to bang one of them. And what an impression to make. Like, no wonder these girls were just like, oh, wow, is this what happens every day at this house? Like, yeah, basically. Like, what a fucking shit show it looked like. So, like I said, I couldn't put that into a Facebook feed. I just had to say it on video. And welcome to my life. Walk a mile in my shoes, bro.